Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be building a text editor using Python. So for the GUI, as always, you're gonna be using Tkinter, and the rest we're gonna be using pure Python. So let's begin. So let's import Tkinter. From Tkinter, import everything. Then now we're gonna create a class here, class, and then we're gonna name our class note. Let's use the init constructor, init self. So we're gonna set here master. So let's just backspace that one right there. Then now let's create a function for the main window to create our UI. So it's gonna be root equals tk, and then UI equals, then we're gonna pass the class value into our root window. So it's gonna be node and then root, just like that. Then now let's close the main loop. Main loop, if name, so it's underscore and underscore guys, equals main. I'm gonna be using quotations for the main here, and then just below let's call our function, just like that. Let's run that. As you can see here, we have our window. So now let's set the geometry for the window. So it will be root the geometry. So our window will be 1000, so that's the width, by 400, that will be our height. And then now let's set the position, so it will be plus 200 by 100 plus. So let's run that and see if this is our windows change. As you can see here, we have the size has changed. So now let's work on our, so let's remove this pass right here that we set on our init constructor. So let's write self dot master equals master. Then now we'll set the title for our window. So the title for our window will be, we'll just set it to Notepad because this is a simple version of Notepad. So self.title, that will be a variable name, equals, not equals, brackets, and then now let's Notepad. So let's see. So self.master, as you can see here, we have our Notepad title for our window. So now let's first do our window right here. So we'll have a menu. So this will be the end result for the application. Let me just show you. So here this will be what we'll be building. This is what you'll have built by the end of the video. So we have you can open any txt file or .py file. So we can also clear the window. We have a small here, a small help menu. We can save, so you can write anything and then come here, click on save, then you can save the file, and then we can also exit, just like that. So now let's do the let's build our menu. So it will be self dot menu. We'll name our variable menu bar. menu bar equals, we'll be using a Tkinter widget known as menu. So let's pass the self dot master right there. Let's do a background, which will be light blue. Light blue. Let's do a foreground. Our foreground will be black. Let's also do an active background, which will set it to this hex value. So you might want to stop the video and copy the value. So because I already have it, I'll just paste it right there. And then active foreground. So active foreground. So that will be the active background, and then the active foreground will be white. Just like that. So let's do this. So just like that. Let's configure it. Let's now place it on our window. So we'll do self master dot config, and it will be menu equals self dot menu bar. Now the variable name that we made, this one right here. So now when we run that, you won't see it now, but it will be. Let's add some things first. So let's also create another menu right here. So this one we'll just name it file menu. File menu. So now let's also change file menu. So everything, so just copy paste the first one, self dot menu bar, and paste it on the second line. It's literally the same thing. So now let's add some things on our menu bar. So it will be file menu dot add command. So for the label will be equals to, then we'll do quotations. So here will be open. So we won't first put the command because you have not created the function. So let's just copy paste this, Control V, Control V. So how many do we need? We only need 2. So we'll remove these 2 right here. So we'll do file dot add separator here. I'll show you where the separator here is. So let's first run the one that we already. So this line right here, just above the exit, that's a separator. It separates 2 lines. It just creates a line that separates things that you want to be separated. I think that's it. So here will be save. And here we'll have exit. So these are this right here. So this will be on our menu right here, file and all that. So now let's do self dot menu bar. So self dot add cascade. So cascade is this one right here. So when you add a command, it will just it will be all of this. So for the for the cascade, these words are above here, the ones above. So with these labels, and then when you and then everything will put them all these. So the others will be on this drop down. We dropped something like a drop down right here. So here will be, well, when we do cascade, we'll do file, we'll do label, which is equals to file, and then menu equals to file menu. So we have just passed this second menu that we created. So we have two variables here for self.menu bar, and we have file menu. So this is the one that creates this drop down right here. Wait, this one. So this is the one that creates this. So for this cascade, we'll have all of this when we that all of this that are here. And then now we'll do the next ones. So it will be self menu bar add cascade. So there's no need of retyping those. So just copy and paste them like that. That we only need 3. Then do some brackets, create a label, which is equals to, this one will be for clear. So this will run our clear function, and then this will run our help window. So label equals help. So I think we are done with that. Now let's do our scroll bar for the window. So it will be, we'll create a variable named self dot scroll bar equals scroll bar. So the widget for scroll bar is just uppercase S, and then it's just scroll bar, but you need to use an uppercase. So self dot master. So this will be self dot scroll bar for variable name. And then I will pack it on our window. So we want to set the side to right. So we have 2 scroll bars. So we have a bottom one, this one. So let me show you. Let's write words like that. So we have this one, and then now we have the other one. So let's go down, and then you have this one on our right side. So we have the bottom one and another one on our right side. So we'll set here to right. So this is uppercase, and then we'll fill So what field, and then we'll do both. So this fills the x and the y axis. So you can say fill y, so it will just fill the y axis, and then you can do fill x. So but here we'll be filling both. So now let's do another scroll bar, because we'll be having two. So we'll just take this one, then just press it just right there. So we'll just change this one to bottom, and guys, this side is up, it's lowercase, but bottom it's uppercase. So now let's now create our text field where we're gonna be entering our text. So we'll name it self.text field. That will be a variable name. Then we'll be using the text widget of Tkinter. So self.master, then wrap. We'll set wrap equals to none. By scroll command, we'll set it to self.scroll bar dot set. And then we'll do x scroll command, which is equals to self. Then here this one will give it the our second scroll bar, so it will be self dot scroll bar 2 dot set. So let's go to the next line so that you can see what I'm typing. So let's do something like this. So here we'll do a width of 200. We'll set our font to 15 and the foreground. So this will be the color of the text that we're gonna be entering on our text field. So I'll set mine to green. You can just leave the default. So the default is black. So you can change the color to anything that you want. So now let's pack our text field on the window. So it will be self dot text field dot pack. We'll set our side. We'll set it to left. So the pack manager has three options for the side. So we have left, we have bottom, we have top, and we have right. So if you are doing another project, you might try and you might want to use something else. So I'm gonna also fill both. So now let's config. So it will be self dot scroll bar. So let's just copy this here. Let's paste that there and there. So this will be self dot scroll bar dot config self dot scroll bar 2 dot config. So we'll do a command which will equal to self dot text field. So here we are setting on which side we want our scroll bar to be. So this one will be on our X view. not which side. We are setting it to where we want it to scroll. So command also. So for the first scroll by, it will be self dot y view. Let's first run that. So attribute has no attribute. So with the or scroll by 2 right there. Let's run that now. Text field. Let's run that. As you can see, we have our scroll bars right there. So it seems that we have a problem. So what's wrong with our window? So let's check it. Let's check it right here. Let's, let's run it now. Oh, we forgot to set it to orient right here. Yep, now it's good. I'll tell you what was the problem. So the problem was the application, the scroll bar was orienting to vertical instead of horizontal. So you have to set that so that the scroll bar will be will be below and set to horizontal. So as you can see, now we have that. So now we need to add our functions for the window. Let's now do the function. So we'll be having like 5 functions for the applications. So let's create our first function. It will be save. So this will be for saving the file, for the files, for saving the text that you have written into a document .txt or .py. So let's first pass that. Let's create another function. Open file. So this will be the function to open a file. Define help. First pass that. Define exit. This will be to exit the application. Then define clear. So that will be for the to clear the text on the text field. So let's start with clear because it's simpler. Self dot text field dot delete. So we'll start from index 1 when we delete to the end. So that will be it for our clear. So let's do exit. So it will be self dot master dot destroy. This will destroy the window just like that. let's do our help function. So this will be top. This will be for opening just a small window, so you can write anything on that window. It's up to you. So it will be top. So top level is a Tkinter widget for creating multiple windows. So if you want multiple windows in your Tkinter application, you might want to consider using top level. So help, that will be the title for that window. Top the geometry. So we are setting the size for that window. So it will be 200 by 200. So let's set the position. So the position will be 400 and then 200, just like that. Now let's just create a small a label. So we'll just name it label equals. We'll be using the Tkinter widget to create labels. It's just known as label. So top. So the default text will be equals to made by. So you will write your name. My name is Manucho. So you'll write your name here. So the name here will be the name that any name that you want. So I'm using forward slash n to go to the next line. So if that's just Python basics. At 20, 21. So now let's pack it on our window. Fill, we'll set fill to both, just like that. So we forgot a comma right there. So now let's do our open file function. So this function will be for opening the files and then showing them on our text field. So the only formats that we're going to be able to open will be .py and .txt files only. So file types. So let's now create just a list, and then in our list we'll create tuples. So all files, then we'll set that star. So that will open, if you want to open all files, that will show all the files. So but if you want to be more specific, so let's say you want to open all the .py files, so here is our tuple for that. Python files, and then we do here star.py. Let's do our last tuple or tuple. It depends on your English. So .txt. So here will be text files, just like that. And then so let's import the file that for another widget that you're gonna be needing. So it will be from Tkinter dot file dialog import ask open file and ask save as file. So this one will be to save for the save function, and here now we'll be using ask open file right now. So let's create a variable equal ask open file. So we'll set the mode, so will be to read, because we are opening a file and we want to read the contents. So file types equal, then now this variable right here, just copy and paste it right there. File types, then default extension equal to file types. So now let's set a condition. So if file is not none, content equals file dot read, then self dot text field dot insert. So we are using insert to insert the contents that we have read from the file from end. Then now let's content this variable right here. So this will read, and then now so content will be for reading, that variable will be for reading. So let's maybe remove this one. So that will read, and then now we insert it on our window. So file dot close, just like that. So we went after we insert it, we close the file, just like that. So now let's do our save. So for the save, it will be similar to this. So we'll just get this code from right here. So instead of ask open file, it will be ask save as file, and then now the mode will be W, so it will be to write. So we are writing the file. So and then now the condition will change. The condition, if file is none, we will return, then I will remove this one right here. So it will be text save equals to str self dot text field dot get. So we are getting the contents. So it will be from index 0, index 1.0 to the end. So let me show you. So that end will be uppercase. Then we'll do file dot write, and then I will pass this text save variable just there, just like that. So let me we are getting here, we are getting the everything that will be on our text. So here is our text field. So self.text field will get all of this, and then now when it creates the file, that will be. So I think we are done with our application. So now let's format this using pep8. So yes, let's format our document just like that. Now everything looks good. So now let's comment our code. So this will be save function, open file function, open new help window function, this will be our exit function, clear text field function, then the rest will be so the next we'll just comment it as GUI management. So I think we're done. So now let's see if our application works. So typing in the text, that looks good. Let's see if our scroll bars work. Yep, that one works. The bottom one works. Now let's see on the one on the right side, it works also. Oh, we forgot now to call our functions. So right here, we'll do command equals open, and then now the function name, open file, command equal save. So that's our function name, command equals exit, command equals clear, and command equals help. So now let's run it again. So it's working now. So it's running our functions. So we have our small help window. Let's write anything right here. Let's clear. That works well. So so that will be file. Now let's save. Let's see if the save works. So let's call our file bold.txt. save. Let's go to documents. As you can see, guys, we have a here we have a file right here. So basically this looks like Notepad. It's just a simple version of Notepad. As you can see, here's Notepad and here's our application. So it's just a simple version of Notepad, nothing sophisticated. So we are able to save our file. I think we can do the same for opening. So now let's try to open a file. So it's bold. Let's open the bold file that we created. Oh, another type. Oh, another type. Oh, let's do that again. That works now. So we can open a file, you can save a file, you can clear, you can open a help window. So hope you guys love the video. That's how you can make a simple text editor using Python. So you can add more functionalities as you go. So it depends on your needs. But for now, I'm gonna just be showing you that. So let's meet on the next video. So thank you.